Hey, I don't know how long this will be, obviously. It'll probably be relatively quick. I don't know, but I currently on a drive, not to any specific place in general. I'm just kind of driving, and that's about it. But about like 2-3 hours ago, I was live, and eventually at some point in the live, I did get silent and everything. So it's more or less about that. There's nothing like about my current situation or whatever the case may be. Well, kind of. It's a little bit like that, but not in the way you may think. But basically, around, I don't even know when. I didn't think it would ever come back. So, but around some place, I was attached to something that was interesting, to say the least. It's why I was the way I was. It's why I didn't really care at all. It's why I was very distant from time to time. It's why I just never really, it never seemed like I gave a fuck. But this is more or less for Hana, if I'm being honest, because it's the fact that when I say that because I've said it before, that you've done a lot for me and everything, is the fact that there's more to that than just, oh, you showed me love, you did this, you did that. Like, it's more or less you pulled me out of the shit that I was in. Like, you gave me a reason to step back from that. Like, it's the reason why I would kill for you. Like, genuinely. Like, most people say that, and most of the time they're joking, but it's the fact that when I say it, I mean it. And it's the fact that I've said before that I wanted to tell you everything, and I'm sure you believed it was, oh, he just wants to tell me how much he loves me, how much he wants me back, da 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 da. But no, it really wasn't that at all. It was more or less explaining everything from the beginning to the middle to the end. Because you've done more than you think you have. You gave me a purpose. You gave me a reason to actually be better than what I was. You gave me memories that I actually won't forget. Like, it's the reason why when we were together, it never seemed like I gave a fuck. Or I never gave a fuck about you or anything. It's why I always was shit. It was a shitty person. Obviously, these aren't excuses, obviously. You shouldn't, depending on whatever it is, you shouldn't but it's the fact that, the whole lying thing, it was just to protect you like I was now. But it's the fact that now that whole thing is coming back to me. Not even coming back to me, but it's just the shit that I stepped back from is now taking a step towards me. And I go on leave next month. I was gonna go down there for to see, people that I graduated with, or people that I graduated with, people I went to like high school with in Fort Walton and Colorado and shit like that. People I met from at hotels. There's a bunch of people that I've met along my 22 years of life. But the fact that now that whole line of work is now calling my name, and if I'm being generally honest, there's nothing preventing me from going back to that, because it's the fact that you're happy, this, that, and the other. You're doing good. You're doing fantastic. You took my advice and living every single day. And I forget how I phrased it. I phrased it in some way, but you living every day in a fantastic way. I want to say there still is something. I feel like there still is something that you're not telling me for some reason. I don't know. I just have like a gut feeling that there's something you're not saying. But then again, that could just be me. It probably is. I wouldn't be surprised. But I just wanted to basically just say thank you for everything. And I wish we could have, not even you, but just thank you and your son for showing me that there's more to life than what I was doing. Because just the shit that there's a reason I know so much. There's a reason why I know so many people. And it's all thanks to that. But like I said, you're the reason why I left that. Because out of everything I said, that we said together when there was us, everything that I've said, I can confidently say that me wanting a better life with you was true. Genuinely. But it's the fact that I needed help. I needed help changing. But in the line of work that I was in, there was no help. There was only you, and that was it. And in the position I was in, there is no asking, oh, let me get some help for this. It was just, you kind of just had to figure it out. And of course, the position I was in was a high position. So it's the fact of, I will say that I did, look down on everybody just because of my position that I was in. So actually, actively asking somebody to help me was just something I couldn't bring myself to do. I don't know why. I wish I did. I don't, but I wish I did. But if this is the last time that we talk, or the last time you hear my voice, because apparently you watch these, I think. I don't know. I want to say you said you're subscribed, but you also like watch the lives in the chat as well, or like you see the people that chat in my lives and then you'll leave. I don't know if you still watch the videos. Probably. I have no idea. But if this is the last time that you hear my voice, I just wanted to let you know that I love you. I just want to let you know that I love you, and it's the fact of come next month, if everything goes well, or everything goes good, or whatever the case may be, I just want to let you know that, you know, if everything goes good, I'm still going to be here for you, obviously. Like, you're the first real relationship that I've actually had, if I'm being honest. Well, you're the first relationship that I had that was outside of the work I was in. That's why it's hard for me to let you go, because it's just, there's just, I don't know, there's so much connected to you that it's like, I don't know, there's so much connected to you, there's so many emotions connected to you, there's so many, like, there's like basically, like, if you were to file it, there'd be like so many different things next to your name in your own file on just like why you are like important to me. It's why no matter what, I'll always help you out regardless. It's why, even though I hate your boyfriend with a fiery passion, I'll still try my best to help you see, you know, the good in him. Even though I hate his fucking guts, is the fact that my hatred for him, my love for you outweighs the hatred for him. So it's the fact that I'll always help you two out. If given the opportunity, my ass will only help you, but that's besides the point. But it's the fact that if it goes good, then I'll still always help. It's the fact that this is the last time that you're gonna hear my. If it goes bad, and this is the last time you hear my voice and everything, is the fact that I guess I can be honest about everything. Because I'm gonna post this today when I get back, and it's the fact that it's not going to change anything. It's the fact that I can't ditch town, I can't do this, I can't do that. It's inevitable. It's literally inevitable. Like, there's nothing, it's something I have to do, regardless. Because running from it is only gonna make it worse. So, but it's the fact that this is the last time that all of you hear my voice, and this is the last video I make, or the last live I have. I'm not even live, because I'm live now, but it's the fact that if this is the last live or video I make, is the fact that I can be, I feel like I can, not even I feel like, I can be honest, because the fact of, there's no point to not be. But yeah, I guess let's fuck it, let's just be honest, I guess. I've been honest before, but I wasn't super honest. But yeah, I guess let's get this shit going. Obviously, the lead up to July, if you do watch this and have questions, definitely feel free to ask them. Like I said, there's nothing I can really do about going to do what I'm gonna do anyways, so it's not like, you know, like it's gonna really change anything. But if you definitely have questions, definitely let me know. But let's get on with the honesty. When you messaged me that you were having, when you messaged me that 2 weeks, not even 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I think. I want to say it was 3 weeks. Well, when you messaged me 3 weeks ago, I was ecstatic. I was confused, but also very fucking happy. And the reason why was simply because you talking to me meant that there was something going on with your relationship. And it's the fact that I was happy about that. And it's the fact of with shit going bad in your relationship, I was 100% going to do what Joe did to me all those years ago, and slowly just like take you away from him, not from Joe, but from your current boyfriend. Like that's something that I genuinely wanted to do so unbelievably badly, but I never did, because I don't know. That's the fact that with everything that was going on, I had a flashback of when it happened to me. I had a complete flashback of when it happened to me, and I just didn't, just because I hate your boyfriend, I really do, but at the same time, I don't hate him that, well, now I hate him that much, obviously, from everything that happened, but at the current time, I didn't hate him that much. Still hated his ass, but not to that degree. But it's definitely a thought that definitely crossed my mind on doing, if I'm being honest. And I will say it's something that I believe is just not, I don't think he deserves you, if I'm being genuinely honest. I'm not fucking saying that I do, just because of the shit I've already done. But I definitely think that you deserve fucking someone better, and someone that isn't gonna do what he did to you. You know it exactly. If you watch this, you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Just simply because that's not, I know the shit I've done, and I know that's something I would never fucking do, like at all. And I know a bunch of other people that would not fucking do that, because that's just fucking insane to me. And if I'm being honest, he's just a fucking loser, if I'm being genuinely honest. Just simply because all of the shit that I asked you, and the shit that he doesn't have, is just mind-boggling to me, at least. But at the same time, reminds me of when I was with you, and how I didn't have those things either. But it's, I don't know, I feel like you just deserve someone better. But it's the fact that I don't really know how to really do that. I don't know how you would really do that, if I'm being honest. Because I don't know. But that's that. I want you back. That's also another thing. Is the fact that I want you back, but I generally don't know how the fuck that would work, if I'm being honest, because we were supposed to get married. So I'm not fucking entirely certain on how the fuck that would work, if I'm being genuinely honest. No idea. Do we just get married that day? Not even that day. Do we wait 2 months, a month, a year, and then get married? Or what? I don't know. That's something that I feel like we'd have to talk about. But it's the fact that I want you back simply just because you make me happy, and at the same time, like, what I'm in now, well, more or less the military is what I'm in. Obviously, I'm in other shit, but I've already talked about that. But it's the fact of, with me being in the military, is the fact that you could get custody of your son. Because that's my whole, because when you mentioned the whole custody thing with Joe and your son and everything, it's one of the reasons why I joined the military, because it's the fact that I've seen it time and time again. I saw it 2 weeks ago, where it's the fact that if you're with someone that's in the military, is the fact that the court will give you custody of your kid, or like of your child, because obviously, like, it's like, you know what I mean, like, it's your child, like your child, it has, you know, They have basically everything you need to take care of, a child and everything. Like, it's the fact that, like, it was that, and it's the fact that I wanted you to get out of that area. I did. I wanted you to get out of that area so badly because I saw, when we were together, I saw you get used and thrown away time after time after time from the people that you said were your friends and everything, just time after time. And it infuriated me so much. And it's the fact that when I brought up the fact that I wanted to get you away from all that, it was irritating to me because you didn't want to because you didn't want to leave, which I understand. But it's the fact of, it's the fact that I had a plan and everything. Like, I knew what I was going to do. Like, once you came down here, then we would go back for your son. Not even that. We would basically take Joe to court for custody of your son. And you'd get custody, and that would be that. And it's the fact that even if we got divorced and everything, it's the fact that you would still have custody of your son. Like, you would have full custody of him. Obviously with the court, you would probably, Joe would probably get like weekends or some shit like that, or he would get like weekends or some sort of thing like it. Like, he would get, this, that, and the other. But it's the fact that it wouldn't be for that long, because I was hoping you would, be okay with coming with me to get married and everything, and just kind of living, us living together, obviously. But it's the fact that you weren't with that whole idea. But it's the fact that, like I could always move bases, so you wouldn't be that far from your son. And it's the fact that I could have, there's a base that's close to you. And it's the fact that if you really wanted to go back and you didn't want to be that far away, is the fact that I could put in a request to get stationed at that base in particular, and then I would just stay there. Because, like, the base I'm at now, my dad stayed for 20 years because my mom didn't want to leave this area. Didn't want to. Oh my goodness, sorry, I have hiccups. But didn't want to leave this area, so my dad stayed in this area for 20 years. And it's the fact that that's the same thing that I would do for you. I would switch bases to the base that's closest to you, and we would live there just so you're closer to him. Well, my whole thing was just, I wanted to get you away to kind of show you there's more to the world than where you've lived at majority of your life. Like I did, there was so much that I had planned. There was so much I had already in my notes, in my calendar. Like, I had a whole, for years. It wasn't just a whole a year or two. It was literally years of just different. One year would be a different place to go. Like I would save all of my leave for 2 months or however long, and then I would take them all that one time, and we would go to we would go to a different state. We would go to Ohio or Nevada or Colorado or fucking California or something like that. We would just go to a different state every year, or we would go on a cruise every year. The fact that we would go to a different state every year, and we would go on a cruise every year. That was a big one. Once all the states were visited, then we'd switch to cruises, and so on and so forth. It's the fact that I wanted to show you everything. Literally, that was my goal. But it's the fact that it was something that you never saw, because it's the fact that you were scared of You weren't scared of me, obviously, but you were scared of just the shit I would do. But there's the fact of, it's the fact of, will I want you? Yes. If you asked me 10 fucking years from now if I wanted you, I would say yeah. There's the fact that the only time I'm going to step back and let you do your own thing and is the fact that when you get married, like, I want to say I've said it in my lives before, but when you get married, I'm going to disappear. Literally. At that point, any troubles you have is between you and your man. Or not even you and your man, but you and your husband. Like, there's no like talking to me anymore, because it's the fact that I don't talk to married women. I did back then, like when I was in high school and shit like that, but like now I don't do that anymore. Like, it's just like new social media, new phone number. Well, new phone number first, and then new social media, and that's it. Like, once you're married, I'm gone. And it's the fact that if you do find me, it won't matter, because I'm not going to acknowledge you, because it's the fact that you're married now. Because once you're married, you found somebody that you click with, someone that you mix well together with. Does it suck? Yes. But that's just the way of life. Like, when I mentioned if I wasn't too late, if I wasn't a shitty person, we would still be together, and you said yeah. I'm not gonna lie, like that genuinely broke me, because it's the fact that even you were aware of it. Like, it's the fact that you knew that. It's the fact that you agreed with me. You agreed, and to me that proves that you knew that if I wasn't, that we would genuinely still be together. It's the fact that we would 100% be married right now. I can only imagine right now we would be fucking going, I don't know, we would be out going somewhere or some shit. I don't fucking know. We'd be going on a trip, or we would be going to the beach or some shit. But it's just, when you agreed with me with both of the things I said, and you said yeah, I was just like, damn, even she knows. And it just, I can't sit here and say that it didn't hurt, because it did. It genuinely did. Because it's the fact that you knew. Like, I knew, but also you knew too. But what else is there? I don't know. I don't know. I can't think of anything else. I really can't. I'm trying to think of something else to be honest about, but I'm trying to think of something and I just can't. I don't know. There's too much of just the shit I have to do. The shit I have to deal with next month that's in my head right now. But I don't know. If there's any, like I said before, if there's any questions that anyone has, definitely let me know. Obviously. But this is the fact of just be happy, Hannah. That's all I've asked. That's all I ask. Like, be genuinely happy. Like, I've made the mistake time after time, like I did before, when you messaged me saying that shit wasn't going good, but it's the fact of your social media was doing fine. Like, you were laughing, smiling, doing all this, and it was good. And it's the fact that I thought everything was good and dandy, but it wasn't. But I don't know why. I generally don't know why it is that you do that. You make it seem like everything's good, but in reality it's not. Like, if it's not good, then say it how it is. That's what you did with me. I want to say I still have the video that you made that was just basically saying fuck me, basically. I want to say before, I don't even know, it was a while ago when I saw your profile before, but I want to say that you still have the video. I want to say you still have the video that you just saying fuck me, basically. So it's just like, damn. What is that? But I don't, it's just, there's not a single time that I won't want you back. Not even you. There's not a time that I won't want, there's not a time that I won't want you or your son back in my life. There isn't a single time, there isn't a single time, lifetime, fucking year, decade, doesn't matter. There just isn't. There really isn't. But it's the fact of, I don't know. It's weird. I can say this, I can say that, I could say I'll give you $1 million, but that doesn't, it's not genuine. I can say I'll give you $1 million if you take me back, but it's the fact that that's not genuine. It's not. It really isn't. Like, that's the thing about it. That's what makes me like care about you a lot, because the fact of money isn't something that controls you. Like, you don't give a fuck. Like, if you have to sleep on the street, you will. It doesn't matter. Like, genuinely, it doesn't matter. I'm not sure if you have or not. I'm sure you probably have at some point in time. I'm sure that point has probably crossed your path at least a couple of times. But there's the fact that like I'd be lying if I say I didn't want to, like, I'd be lying if I say I didn't want to come down there and literally just take you back for a walk with me. Literally. Like, literally rent a U-Haul, not even a U-Haul, but literally just go to the store, buy a bunch of trash bags, drive you to your man's house, have you put all of your shit in there, and then take you to, and then figure out what to do on the drive back. Like, I would be lying if I said that wasn't something that I genuinely was going to do, because it's the fact that you don't deserve what he did to you. You didn't deserve, especially for the fucking reason. No, genuinely. And that's what makes me want to skin him alive even more now, because that is just not, that's just not even right in any form of that word, like, at all. But it's the fact that I know how you love, and as the fact that I know for a fact that he could do that probably 3 to 4 more times before you're done. And that irritates me to no end, because it's like, that is horrible to me, because it's like, what the fuck? And it sucks even more because it's the fact that you're going through that and I'm seeing it, and it's the fact that I'm just beating myself up, because I'm just like, if I wasn't a shitty fucking person, you wouldn't be going through that. you would be fucking happy. You'd be happy as shit. You'd be fucking, I don't know, you'd be putting you'd be putting Gerald in fucking, I don't know, maybe some weird ass outfits most likely. Or something. I don't know. I don't know what you would be doing. But it's the fact that it'd be better than what is currently happening. That's the thing. It'd be better. And it's the fact that you know that. Because when you said yeah, it's the fact that you know that that's what would be happening. That you wouldn't be going through this if I would have just fucking literally opened my goddamn eyeballs and wasn't a big pile of dicks. Literally. Like, you would have just that, and that's I will say that's I can confidently say that is what hurts the fucking most, because it's the fact that you know that, and that's what's worse. And it's the fact that it's not even that you know that, it's the fact that you've been known that for a while. It's the fact that you knew that that was something that could happen, and you still chose to leave because you couldn't deal with my bullshit anymore, which I understand. And that's not even like not many people can deal with me, but no, not many people I don't think I could deal with me. If I was a female dating myself, I don't think I could deal with that bullshit. And that's me dating me at that point. And even I couldn't even probably deal with that shit, because what the fuck? But I have hope. I have hope in two things. I have hope that either A, you and your current man do get married and you have no more issues going forward. Because oh my God. I don't think I can really handle, if I'm being honest with you, you can come to me to anything, to vent, to discuss frustrations or confusion or whatever the case may be. But if I ever hear you say the same shit that you said before, depending on certain things, you're gonna have to like talk me out of coming down there. If I'm being honest, like genuinely talk me out of coming down there, because I genuinely don't think I can. I don't think I could genuinely handle that shit again, if I'm being honest, because I don't know if it just doesn't like not register to you, but like that, like what he did was like, that was very extreme, like super fucking extreme for like the disagreement that y'all had. Literally, like that was like 0 to 100, not even 100. That's like 0 to 1,000 in literally, I don't even know. Like it's like 0 to 1,000 within 2 seconds. Like, I don't know what the fuck was said. I don't. But I'd be damned if I just be damned, because you said some shit to me when we were together, and I was just like, okay, and that was it. Literally. Like, there have been times that where we have went after each other's, like when we have went after each other's throats and everything. Like, we have said, like, when we were together, we have said some shit. We have definitely said some shit. I've said shit to you that's made you cry. You've said shit back to me that's 100% made me cry, because that shit is like, damn, what the fuck? Like, it's the fact that there is nothing on this entire fucking planet that someone could say for something like that to happen. Like, I genuinely don't care. But I don't know if that's just me and not just how I am, or how I was basically like programmed, I guess, or what. But it's the fact of that is, I know how you talk, and I know that you can say some pretty mean stuff, but at the same time, I don't think that shit requires I don't think that shit requires the shit that happened, if I'm being genuinely honest, because just nah. That's all he can say. But yeah, depending on whatever it is, like, you'll definitely have to talk me out of it. I'm sure, yeah, there's some things you got to talk me out of coming down there. or fucking sending somebody over there, you'll definitely have to talk me out of it, because that I was about to send people over there. I was about to send people over there the first time you told me, because I was just like, that is fucking insane, and also dumb as hell. But yeah, it just depends. If I'm being honest, there are some things that just don't. I feel like there are some things that you are kind of. I feel like you already know what those things are. If I'm being honest, just do not tell me, because at that point, there is nothing that will stop me from coming down there. I feel like those are really self-explanatory. Like the shit that Joe did. If you told me the shit that Joe did to you, he did, you might as well not even bother telling me, because I'm nope, absolutely not. That shit is not gonna happen. I'll tell you this right now. That shit is not gonna happen again. I tell you that right now. Absolutely not. But yeah, it's just certain things. Certain things definitely let me know. Obviously, you can tell me anything, but it just I don't know. It's the fact that I feel like only tell me the big things, the things that aren't negotiable, that are gonna have me actually come down there. Like, probably leave those until, like, unless you actually want me to come down there. We could do it like that. Like, that's your way of saying that you want to be with me, I guess. Like, tell me those things, I guess. Because, yeah, I can't. Because that's fucking insane to me. I couldn't. There's no way. I'm God. But, yeah, it's just one of those things, if I'm being honest. Well, it's the fact that all of this was shit I want to say I've told in my lives, or I've said to myself, or some shit like that, just because, I don't know, I never wanted to be a burden. I never did. I never wanted to make you feel bad, because that seems to be the formula for how people get you, like how your exes get you back, for some reason. It's like they make you feel bad, and they they wiggle their way back into your goddamn head and make you feel horrible, to the point where you then take them back. The fact that was never something that I wanted to do. The only reason I'm saying it now is just simply because there's no point in me hiding anything, because come next month, I might not even fucking be here anymore. So it's just like, there's no point in there's no point of holding it back anymore. It's already done its number on me. It's already destroyed majority of my fucking mental sanity, if I'm being genuinely honest. Which is something I've definitely will say. If there's something that you want to tell somebody, don't fucking literally tell them. Don't let it destroy your mental sanity. Literally, because it will fuck you. Depending on what it is, it could be something small. Don't let that shit just sit there, because it might be small now, but give it 2 years, I bet you that shit will be a lot bigger than it was 2 years ago. Literally. It is not a fun time at all. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. Like, it's just, I hate seeing you hurt. I hate it. And that's the fact that when the beginning of the end of us, and the beginning of you and your current boyfriend, I figured, man, she's doing fucking fantastic. She's doing this, she's doing that, and everything was good. And then you messaged me, and I was just like, fucking, what? What the fuck? What is happening? I was so it was like I got kicked in the face, because I was just like, what happened? What happened between now? What happened between then and now? That was only a couple of months. What happened? It was the strangest thing to me. just guess it's one of those things where you don't see, like, people on social media, you don't see everything. Because on your social media, at least at the time when I was actually looking at it, like, y'all were laughing, y'all were smiling, y'all had cute photos together, you know, this, that, and the other, you know, da-da-da-da-da. But it's the fact of what was happening behind closed doors was not what I figured was happening, which, of course, it wasn't, because, of course, I thought, oh, everything's doing fine. Nope, not even a little bit. But yeah, I'll tell you this is just straight up just cut to the chase. If I'm being honest, I will always take you back. Genuinely, I feel like you already know this. If I'm being honest, and I'm assuming sometimes you doubt yourself on, like, when you're going through probably certain things. You're like, he won't. Or I'm sure some people have fucking told you that I won't. Don't fucking listen to them. I, Isaiah C. Smith, will 100% take you back on anything that you do. On any circumstance that you're under, I will take you back. When I say I've got you, I mean that shit. I've got you. I don't give a fuck if you have fucking 7 goddamn kids. I don't give a fuck. I genuinely don't. 7 is a lot, if I'm being genuinely honest now that I say that, but, you know, it is what it is. Whatever. It's the fact that I'll be right fucking there. I'll be right there, helping you out and all that shit. Like, you will genuinely always have me. You will always have me. In whatever form you want. Think of me as fucking, what's that shit called that we played with as a kid? Fucking Play-Doh. That shit. Think of me as Play-Doh. If you want me to be a friend, goddammit, I'm there. You want me to be a fucking, I don't know, someone you can vent to, I'm there. Fucking, you can ask the people in my damn live chat, Dakota, Hana, and JJay. If you need a therapist, fucking, I'm there. Because for some reason, those 3 have determined that I'm a therapist all of a sudden. I don't know how that works, but at the same time, that's what they've said. I don't know, but it is what it is. I want to say one of them thinks of me as more of as a therapist than their actual fucking therapist, which I don't really know how that works either. But at the same time, whatever. It is what it is. But just, I don't know. I will always be there for you. You will never not be alone. The only time you will ever be alone is if you're married. That's the only time I'll actually step back. And when I say step back, I don't mean like completely out of everything. If you still need me, it's the fact that you're just gonna have to find me, and that's it. But it's the fact that once you find me and explain what's going on, it's the fact that I'm certain that I'll come around and I will, you know, help you out. Genuinely. Like, if you find me and shit is going down, don't find me and then say, hey, and all that. Like, you need to find me and then tell me what the fuck is going on. Genuinely. Because if everything goes good, you don't have to check up on me. Like, if everything goes good next month, I'm fine. I'm chilling. I'll be doing my lives, making my videos as I do. I'll be doing good. You know? That's why I felt like there was something that you weren't. That's why I feel like there's something that you're not telling me. Because you messaged me just like to check up on me, but it's like, I'm doing fine. At least I was, until I got that message, like, well, I guess now it'd be like 4 or 5 hours from now. But when you messaged me, I was doing fucking fantastic. I was chilling, doing YouTube, doing Twitch, you know, working, doing the shit I do, you know, also doing shit I love, you know, working on cars and whatnot. You know, I was doing amazing. So it's the fact that you, like, and it's the fact that you're subscribed to me. So it's the fact that you see it too. So it's like, why check up on me? Because I'm doing fine. But I don't know, maybe it was just one of those things you had to like hear me say that I was doing good or something. I'm under the assumption that you just needed a friend, if I'm being honest, which would make sense because half of the friends you have don't, if I'm being genuinely honest. And as much as I fucking hated her goddamn guts, the only friend that you genuinely had that actually cared about you was, oh fuck, what was her name? I think her name was JJay, actually. No, it wasn't. It might have been. No, yes, possibly. I have no fucking idea. I don't remember her goddamn name, but she was the only one that you actually, like, that actually cared about you. But, you know, all of that weird shit happened, and now y'all aren't friends anymore, which is very fucking weird. And I want to say I was looking into that whole thing, but I want to say you told me not to. But it's just the fact that, like, she was the only one that actually, like, cared, like, about you. Like, the same way that I care about you. Like, she cared about you the exact same way. I think. I don't know. I don't think she wanted to date you. But then again, I don't know. Probably. I have no fucking idea. I feel like y'all would be a cute couple. I think. I don't really know, if I'm being genuinely honest, but that's just me. But yeah, it's just, she was the only one that actually had your best interest at heart. Hated her fucking guts, because obviously. Just obviously. But at the same time, she cared. At the same time, it was something that I could at least say that she actually gave a fuck about. Because anytime something was going on between you and me, is the fact that you would always tell me that she said this or she said that. And as much as I fucking hated her, I could at least come to terms that she actually cared about you. At least she cared enough about you to tell you, like, how it was, or not even how it was, but just what she thinks about certain things. So when it comes to that, I can say that that's one of the things that I genuinely did like about her, was the fact that she actually cared about you. She wasn't like your other friends that would help you and then want something afterwards. They didn't just help you just to help you. Because if I was the same way, like even with me, you know, sending you the shit on Cash App. Like I only put in, like, I want to ask you questions because it was more or less questions that I was more or less confused about, if I'm being honest. But at the same time, like I said before, it doesn't matter. That shit's in the past. There's no point of digging it back up for what. The fact is, it's better to focus on the now than the past. But it's the fact that, like, the shit with your new man and everything, it's the fact that I know you're still thinking about it. I know you are. Because I know you. It's the fact that you've planted a seed in your mind. And it's the fact that it's just growing and growing and growing. And the more bad stuff happens between you two, the bigger it's going to get. And I'm telling you right now, chop that goddamn fucking... What's the fucking saying for, like, taking seeds out? I don't even fucking know what this shit is called. Oh, God. It's called something. I forget. But fucking butcher that entire fucking plant, basically. Butcher it. Literally, get it out of your fucking mind. I don't know much about him. Basically, the only thing I really know is I don't fucking like his ass, obviously. But I'm sure y'all have had good times, I guess. I don't know. I really don't. It seems like y'all have had good times. I don't know how much of that is genuinely true. But I'm sure in some retrospect, he makes you happy. Like, that's generally what matters. I hate him, but damn it, he makes you happy. So that's all that really matters, at least to me. But I also know the fact of you're not one to like leave because of something that someone did, even as crazy it is, or if it's like if it goes past your like I guess your boundaries or like your like rules that you've made with yourself, that you still bend and flex them for someone that you love. That's why I know that it will take like him to do something, like either do that what he did already or something like it. He'll have to do like 3 or 4 more times for you to actually like not fuck with him anymore. Generally. And you can say I'm lying, but I'm not. I know I'm not. And it's simple because it's the fact that I have the experience to know that it takes a lot. When you, Hannah, genuinely love somebody, it takes a lot for you to like. It takes a lot for you to actively take those steps to leave them. Like it's not just like oh they did this, I'm gone. Like it takes a lot. It genuinely does. It's the fact of I don't know if that was just me and you're like you've changed in that retrospect of like it doesn't take that much anymore. I'm not sure. I don't know. We haven't been in contact in a while, so we haven't been in contact for a while, and we haven't had like actual conversations about much of anything. Well, we've had some conversations. We've had like we've had a handful, I will say, but there was nothing that really showed me that you changed. But it's the fact that I know you have, obviously. And it's good to see. I can actively say that I'm proud of you for like that's like one thing that I'm genuinely proud of you on is the fact that you're more confident. You're more confident in yourself. You're more confident in yourself, in the shit that you wear, shit like that. Like you are 100% more confident, and you wear like whatever. You basically wear whatever it is that you want to fucking wear, and you fucking kill it. Every time you kill it. You kill everything that you wear. You kill it. Literally. You literally do. I had to fucking park. My fucking foot hurts from fucking driving around all the goddamn night. The majority of the night. It's literally about to be midnight. I'm still driving. I left at like fucking I don't even know when. But yeah, that's one of the things I'm proud of you on. You're confident. Literally. That's something that I preached to you when we were together. I remember that's something I preached to you about a lot. Because you look fantastic. You always have. And I'm happy that you now, you show off. You show off, and I love that. I love the fact that that's something you do now. It sucks that I'm not with you to, hype you up and everything, but I'm still proud that you have that confidence to do that shit. It's amazing. I'm sure you're still insecure about some things, but it's the fact that little by little you're getting better. You're getting better. You're starting to overcome some of those insecurities that you had, and it makes me happy. Genuinely, even though you're not with me, it genuinely makes me happy. Like the shit I've said when we were together, and it's the fact to see you actually like do those things. It makes me happy because it's just the fact that like I knew at some point you would come around and you would do all of that. It's I don't know how else to really say it, if I'm being honest. It's just I'm proud of you in that retrospect, because it's just like that's amazing. Literally. Like for example, the story that you posted. Like the two that you posted, I want to say it's about to be midnight, but the two that you posted Saturday, basically, like those 2 photos, fucking a masterpiece. You look fucking amazing. Literally, you look fucking fantastic. Like, what? What do you mean? You could fucking, with those 2 pictures alone, you could melt all of Antarctica. Literally. Like, those 2 photos are just fucking amazing. And it's the fact that I wish I could, like, screenshot them. But it's the fact that that's just, if I'm being genuinely honest, it's kind of weird, if I'm being honest. It's kind of weird for your ex to, you know, screenshot your stories. It's very odd, at least. At least to me, that could just be a me thing. I don't really know. But at least to me, that's just weird. But I don't know. But yeah, those 2 photos, fucking amazing. Literally. Like, there's so many photos that you have. Even when people were sending me, like, shit now. Like, well, when they were sending me shit now, like, is the fact that they were sending me posts of you and your man. Or you saying, fuck my exes, or some shit like that. I don't even remember. I didn't give a fuck enough. I didn't care enough to actually give a fuck. But it's the fact that even with those that I was sent, it's the fact that you still looked fucking amazing in those. And it just was like, I didn't care about what the shit they were talking about, because it was the fact that you looked amazing. Like, it's always been like that. It makes me both happy and sad, because it's the fact that you wanted to change me, in the sense of you wanted somebody that, you know, you saw the potential in me and was trying to go towards that. And it's the fact that I saw the potential in you, and I was going towards that. It's the fact that we both saw something in each other that we wanted to, you know, to basically show. Not even to show, but just that's what we wanted for the other person. Like, that's something we genuinely wanted. Like, it's the fact that it makes me happy, and it makes me sad, because it's the fact that we both gained those 2 things that both of us wanted, but it's the fact that we're not together. So it's the fact of it doesn't matter. It's not like it doesn't matter. It's the fact that it still happened, obviously. Like, I've changed in the ways that you wanted, I think. I have no idea. I know I've changed 100%. I know that much. I don't know if it's the ways that you wanted, but I know that you've changed in the ways that I wanted. Literally, with confidence, with your insecurity of yourself, and, you know, so many other things. Like, it's amazing. Literally. I don't know what things that you wanted to change for me. I'd have to go back over our old relationship, our old conversations that we had before, to see. But I know 100% I've definitely changed as a person. 100%. Will that change stand when I come down there next month? Yeah, I have no idea. I really don't. I don't know, and that's what scares me the most. Because I still have hope. I always will, if I'm being honest. It's the fact that, since I'm being honest, I have a different TikTok account that is simply just me writing paragraphs on how I feel. I'm not gonna tell you the fucking name, just because no. And if you find it and think it's mine, don't even try to add it or message it or whatever the case may be, because it'll be blocked, or your account will be blocked. Simply. That's just how that is. It's shit that I keep in, that I need to expel in some way that I don't want to put in a video simply because I don't know if you actually watch them or anything. But is the fact of, goodness, I'm tired. It's just the fact of, you know, I don't know. I really don't. I have no idea. I don't know. It's just, you're doing better. You're doing better, and I love it. I love the fact that you're doing better. Literally. Like, the differences between something that you don't, I'm sure that something that you don't think about a lot is just like something that I think about is like the difference between when I met you and now. Literally, the difference is like night and fucking day. It literally is. It's literally night and day. The fact that I don't know everything, obviously, I could if I wanted to, but it's the fact of, from what I see, it's literally night and day. Like, you're getting better. You're starting to get more comfortable in your own skin, and I love that for you. I really do. I really, really, really fucking do. Just the fact that I'll never forget about you. I never will. I just won't. It's not something I'm going to do. I've tried. Fucking, oh man, have I tried. I've tried and tried. But it just doesn't. No, there's literally nothing. The only way that I can forget you is if I'm in the ground. That's literally it. There's nothing more to it. It's just that. But that's the only other option that I have. It's just that. There's nothing else that I can. Goodness, it got really cold in here. There's nothing else that I can do to forget you. Like, I've done so much, and that's about it. Like, I've done a lot, and I can't forget. I can't forget how you made me feel. I can't forget how you and your son made me feel. How you pulled me from. How you gave me a reason to actually live and everything. Like, you gave me a second chance at living my life. And then from you pulling me from that, I was able to accomplish so much. So much to the point where I accomplished so many things that I didn't think I could even accomplish. Like changing out of, the person I was before. Like, I didn't think that was possible. I didn't. Because I was in it for so long that it was second nature to me. It really was. But, it's just, I don't know. I love you, Hana. I love you. I love Gerald. There's nothing more to it other than that. That's the only thing that, I don't know. It's the fact that I want a second chance or another chance, but it's the fact that that's not up to me. And it's the fact that I'm not gonna is the fact that I'm not going to manipulate you into giving me one either. Like, it's the fact that that's something that I want from you, but I want it to be a genuine thing. Like, I don't want it to be something that's just like, oh, I got a second chance, but it's because I fucking manipulated her into give me one. Like, I want it to genuinely be a genuine thing. Because obviously, like, why would I want, like, it's just, me manipulating people isn't who I am anymore. And I have you to thank for that. Literally. The reason I help you is just simply because there's so much, like, I'm trying to give thanks back to you for what you've done for me, but it's the fact that there's nothing, like, there's no limit to it. It's because the fact that you've done so much that, like, nothing will ever be enough to actually, what you call it. And also, don't worry about if I get a girlfriend or something. Don't worry about it. Really. For some reason, you made it seem like I did, I guess. I'll tell you this. You'll know if I have a girlfriend, basically. Literally. I don't believe what people say. Like, at some point, if I have a girlfriend, I will 100% will probably post her and I together, most likely. And that's when you know. That's when you'll know, basically. Like, it'll probably be on, like, Instagram or TikTok, something that it just kind of stays there, basically. Just so you can, just so it's something that actually doesn't have, like, a time limit, But yeah, don't worry about that whole thing. Because even if, like, I do, I doubt it, just because I don't really care for anyone else, at least at the moment. Oh, why is there paint on my fucking, never mind. But just don't worry about it. Literally. That shit won't happen. At least not soon, if anything. I'm 100%. I'm 100% certain on that. It's not gonna happen soon. Shit, it won't happen this year. It probably won't happen next year or the year before that. Not 5 years from now. Probably not even a fucking decade from now, if I'm being genuinely honest. But just focus on you. I love how a lot of people always say, "Oh, don't want like people to look at you like you're an option, like they can fall back onto or whatever." But I genuinely don't care. I can confidently say that I want that, like, from you. Like, I want you to know that no matter what, you can always fall back on me. Obviously. Like, I don't want you to think that, I'm never going to take you back, if I'm being honest. Like, I don't ever want you to ever believe that, just because it's not true. It really isn't. It really isn't. Like, I want you to be happy, but I want someone that loves you the same way that I love you. Like, now, basically. Not how I loved you back, not how I loved you in the past. or like in the well, I guess in the beginning was, I don't remember much of it. I remember some things in the beginning, but not everything. But not, not in the past, but like now. Because the fact that I would do anything. I'd walk through fire. I'd do basically anything. Yeah. What? Like I don't like. There's not much. There's not much, if anything, that I wouldn't do for you. I can't. Is the fact that I can't really think of anything, just because I'm taking what I would do and what you would ask of me into account. Because like, obviously, I'm not gonna fucking murder one of my family members. Well, now that I think about it, I might. I don't know. It depends. It really depends. I feel like it depends on like what the fuck is going on. If I'm being honest, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna say that I wouldn't, but at the same time, I'm not gonna say that I would either. It's more or less just. It's more or less of what the fuck happened, if I'm being genuinely honest. But yeah, that's the fact that I want. That's what I want from. Like, that's what I want you to find. Someone that's going to do that. Someone that actually cares and loves you as much as I do now. Because it's the fact that, like, it's one of those things where it's like, I've changed so much to the fact that, like, if we ever did get back together, I'm so certain that it would, like, you would feel like it's like I'm just faking it, if I'm being honest. Because it's a very big difference that I've noticed. Even I've noticed it. If I'm being genuinely honest, you wouldn't think it's actually like real. And I'm being like very honest about that. Like, it's that big of a change. Like, you genuinely wouldn't really. I'm not saying you wouldn't notice it. You would definitely notice it, but it would definitely be very, like, it would definitely be very strange. But yeah, I don't know, that's what I want from you. That's what I want for you, is someone that's like that. Not more or less like me, just because if I'm being honest, deep down I know that any chance of us getting back together is basically burned to ash, if I'm being honest. Just because, like I said, we got to the end and that was it. Like, all we had to do was wait, what, 2 months? I forget. I want to say we were supposed to get married in January, but I think we rescheduled it to February. I think. Did we? I think we did. Yeah, I want to say it was sometime in January, then we scheduled it to like mid-February? It was either mid-February or it was like the end of February. It was in February, I know that much, I think. But it's, yeah, I think it's more or less like deep down, like, I have hope, but at the same time it's not a lot, just because that, like, at that point was just, it was basically burnt to ash. But then again, I feel like that's also a good thing, because it's the fact of it's the opportunity for a fresh start, if I'm being honest. I think that's where that kind of the hope comes from, because it's the fact of obviously we could start over, and I could actually have a car. I can actually drive down there and see you whenever, like, basically whenever I want to, so on and so forth. But it's the fact of, like, it wouldn't be ideal because you wouldn't really have anybody to, you wouldn't really have a place to live. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of like the reality of it. Is you wouldn't have a place to really live at, because you'd be dating me, but you wouldn't really be living with anybody, because you couldn't live with me because we're not married. Well,
You still could. I feel like I can make that shit work. Obviously, like you could get a job on base and then just live with me. You know, or we both could just live. We both could just live with my mom while I'm trying to get the whole process of living off base. Because obviously I'm in my hometown, so the fact that I can get discounts from different, because I know different people. Like I know a place here that I know a landlord here. Like I could I could get a spot for us, and it'd be relatively cheap because I know the dude. So it would definitely work out. But it's just it's one of those things where it's just like it's it's more or less the fear of going back to that and taking my word for it, when in reality it's better. Well, I feel like for you it's better to just not even take that step, but just to keep me as a friend, and that's it. But I'm gonna be deathly honest with you. Like I can't. I'll enjoy being friends with you, but I hate I hate the fact I hate the fact of seeing you hurt. I really do. Like the fact that the shit you told me when we first got together and all of the shit you told me is insane to me. Because you still care. You're still a caring person. You're still a loving person. Like you care about people. Like it's the fact of I don't know many people that have that I don't know many people that if they went through the same experiences you did growing up and just in general, I don't think they would really go down. Like I don't think they would turn out the same as you. I genuinely don't. I don't. I wouldn't have even like turned out the same as you, because that's completely insane to me. Majority of the shit that you told me, I still remember. And if you think I'm lying, by all means, give me a call, and I'll definitely explain every single thing that I remember that you told me, because I still remember it, because it blew my mind, because it's just like, wow, that's crazy, like actually crazy. And that's not even like a sarcastic tone in the voice. That's me genuinely saying like that is actually insane. But yeah, it's just I don't. I just that's the thing. It's just it's is it possible? Yeah, obviously it's possible, but it's the fact that it's gonna take work. But it's the fact that is it work that either one of us are trying to do? I don't fucking know. Like it's one of those things where it's like it would have to be like a conversation, like generally. Like would I do it? Yeah, but that's just me saying it. That's not you saying. That's not you. That's not with your input on like certain things. That's simply just me saying words and not hearing your input on it at all. That's just me. There's no one else. It's just me talking. But that would have to be something that you would have to be in on as well, because there's no way of really. Like, no, I know it's possible. Obviously, not many things. There's not many things in this world that are impossible to do. Obviously, but people do it all the time. The amount of times I see it is crazy, which is very weird. But it's just it's one of those things where it's just like it'll definitely take both of us. But I don't know. I don't know, because it's the fact of like it scares me in the sense of like I have that hope, and it scares me because on the off chance that that hope comes to light and we do get back together, is the fact that if we break up again, that's the end. Like that's the complete end. Like that's like that's not even like we're not gonna be like there's no hope after that. That's like there's not, oh, we're gonna be friends, we're gonna be acquaintances. At that point, we're gonna be nothing but strangers, and that is something that's something that I personally don't want at all. Like I don't want us to be strangers like that. And it's the fact that it's the fear for me of not knowing what is going to happen in the future. Like if we were to get back together, like I don't know what the fuck is going to happen. Not even with us, but just in life. Like I genuinely don't know what's going to happen. Like genuinely. Like obviously the same shit that happened in the past won't happen. Obviously that's self-explanatory. But just like I don't know. I genuinely don't, and that's what scares me the most is the fact that I don't know. I always have at least some upside to know what is going to happen on whatever it is. But it's the fact that when it comes to that, I don't know. And it's the fact of that's what scares me the most because I would rather not even chance that than to chance it and it go horribly. It's the fact that it could also go well, of course, but I just do not want to chance it going bad and us being strangers. Literally. Like I enjoy seeing your stories on my Snap when they show up. Like when I'm on Snap. Like the rare occasion I'm on Snap and I'm messaging somebody. Not even messaging somebody, but like usually messaging my brother or posting like a story of my own. And I see that you've posted, some story. I enjoy seeing this from time to time whenever I actually see them. But to not see them at all is just like I don't even know what the fuck I don't even know what to think about that. To me that sounds horrible. Generally. And that's why I hate having the hope, but it's the fact that I do. But at the same time, that hope also comes with the fear of that as well. Which I don't know. Like if I'm being deathly honest, like if you were to ask me, I probably would say no. Like I'm being so for real. Like I know I just got done saying that I take you back, but it's the fact of I've never actually it's something I've kept in for a while just because I've had the hope, yeah, but I've also had that fear as well. So it's the fact that in the beginning it seems it's one of those things you say those things and then they actually happen and then you think of then you have that fear that you've been thinking about and it just comes out. So it's the fact that I don't know. Like would I reject you? If I'm being honest, I wouldn't reject you. I'd most likely just want to call you and like either A, call you, or B, set up a time or like a date that I can like drive down there and talk to you like face to face or something. Like genuinely, just so we could talk about it. Because I'm not gonna say there's a whole bunch to talk about. Obviously, there are some main points to talk about, but that's about it. But I don't know. I genuinely don't. And that's genuinely what scares me the most is the fact that I don't know. Like I don't know the outcome, and that's what scares me. Because when I don't know an outcome, I can't prepare for that outcome if I don't know what it is or what it could be. But if anything, I'd want you to just find somebody that loves you the same way I do. Because I can only imagine you see it, obviously. I'm sure you see it, You probably don't fucking like it, if I'm being 100% honest. You probably don't fucking like it, because obviously. But like, you generally, like, I wouldn't be surprised if you don't like it, but at the same time, it's the fact that you know. Like, you know, like, when I say to find someone that loves and cares for you the same way I do, like, you know what I mean when I say that. Like, you know exactly what I mean. Like, it's not like you don't understand what I mean. But yeah, that's basically it. I think. I don't even know. There could be more. I couldn't really tell you. There could be more, but at the same time, just, I don't know. There's a lot of fear. There's just a lot of fear. Yeah, I don't know. I always have that hope. I will. As scary as it is, I know for certain that I always will have that hope. Generally. As much as I don't want to, sometimes, just because the fear is sometimes worse, or sometimes gets worse, it's still a hope that I still have, of course. But if anything, that's something I would want you to know, is just like, because is the fact that if shit goes bad, I want you to know that at any point in time, you could have came to me and I would have, like, taken you back and treated you the right fucking way. Obviously, you know, I'm sure you would take that with a grain of salt just because of the shit that the whole line thing and all that jazz. But it's the fact that if shit goes bad, then it's the fact that you could have came to me at any point, even like what happened with your boyfriend before, like with that whole thing. It's the fact that when that whole thing happened, it's the fact that you could have told me, can I, be with you, or this, that, and the other, or whatever way you decided you would want to, you know, phrase it, I guess. Was the fact that you could have asked me and I wouldn't even fucking hesitated. I would have fucking came down there. I would have fucking rented a fucking U-Haul and would have been on my way. I would have literally got one of my friends or my brother, probably my brother, because he doesn't do shit majority of the time. Me and him would have went down there. I would have fucking rented a U-Haul. We would pack all your fucking shit up, and we would then drive back. And of course, you would just drive with me so we could, chat about what to really do. But it's the fact of, like that was something you could do. You could have done. Obviously, if shit goes well or good in a sense, if shit doesn't go the way I think it's gonna go, then obviously that if shit goes the way if the shit goes the way I want it to go, then then that then what I just said still apply. It still applies. It still applies. Jesus, I can't talk. It still applies in the fact of like I said, it doesn't matter if it's a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Like, all you have to say is, all you have to do is literally just message me or call me. Like, it's the fact that you just have to you have to tell me in some way, because I'm not gonna pick up on. I'm not gonna pick. If you're trying to do it subtly, I'm not gonna just pick it up. I'm not gonna pick up on it at all, because if I'm being honest with you right now, I still think that you. I still believe that I'm still dead to you. Like, genuinely. Like, genuinely. Like, that's the complete fucking truth. I genuinely still feel like I'm still dead to you. Is that the case? I have no fucking idea. Probably not. Obviously. But it's the fact that I still think that way. So, but it's the fact that if you want there to be an us again and start over and all that jazz, it's the fact that you have to be direct and actually tell me. Genuinely. And it's the fact that I know you can. There's a lot of different, this shit could be fucking, I'm talking probably no bullshit. It would probably be like 4 hours long if I made a video talking about the shit that I love about you, or the shit that makes you different from other women. Generally, like, there's so many of them. Like, it's a lot of different things. Literally, it's a lot of different things. But that's also one of them. Is the fact that you're direct, you're forward. Is the fact that you can be straightforward with people. Generally, like, if there's something that you want, you're straightforward with that person. I'm like, you want this. I would know, obviously. Genuinely, I would know. But yeah, you'd have to just be direct. Like, you have to be straightforward and to actually tell me. Literally. Like, just as simple, like, I don't know, just simple, like, just calling me or telling me you want, like just telling me to come and see you, whatever the case may be. Because even then, even if you were to tell me and then all that, the shit would still be the same. Like, genuinely. Like, I'd figure out how to get my car back home, most likely. If anything, I would probably, like, if you wanted me to come down there to tell me that, if I'm being honest, I would probably have one of my buddies take my car back. Or not even take it back, but take it to my mom's, and then I would then have my brother take it back home. Either one. I'd figure something out, I'm sure. But I would, just the fact that it still would be the same plan of getting a U-Haul, getting all your shit packed up. That's if all your shit would fit in my car anyways. I don't really know. But that's the size of it. I'm rambling about some shit that probably would never happen. But yeah, it's just, you're straightforward. So just be straightforward. And there's the fact that just always know that you have that option. So is the fact that when some dudes say, "Oh, you won't find anyone like me," or no one's gonna do this for you, no one's gonna do that for you, da 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 da, no one's gonna do this, that, and the other, just know that you have someone that will. Obviously, you have me. Obviously, like, and it's the fact that I don't think you're actually gonna like watch this video all the way through, or if you do, it's going to be later on, before. But I'm going to tell you what your present is. Your present is, on your birthday, I'm sending you $750. That is your present. Because I don't generally believe you're going to be... I generally don't think you're going to watch this, just because it's pretty fucking long, if I'm being honest. It'll probably be like two-ish hours, most likely, which I don't think anybody's going to fucking watch this. Well, Dakota might, if I'm being honest. Dakota's watched all of my videos for some reason. That's a trooper right there. That's crazy. That's insane. But, yeah, that's your gift for me. Originally, I was going to come down there. I don't fucking know why, if I'm being honest. The original plan was to come down there and go to your, like, job and then tip you, like, $500 or some shit like that. That was the original plan, but eventually it was just like, that's stupid. What the fuck? Like, why would I do that? That's just dumb. Genuinely. It's A, dumb, and B, probably gonna have problems, if I'm being honest. But yeah, that's your present. Your present is $750. The original one was $500, but I was like, fuck it, double it and give it to the next person. Or not even double it. I don't know. If you're watching this, or if you see it this far, it might be if you see it before your birthday, it might be $750. It might be $1,000. I don't know. We'll see. I'll figure out which one. I don't really know. I don't know which one it will be, but who knows? It might be it's between $750 and $1,000. So it'll be one of those numbers. It'll probably be, $766, or it might be $660, or $666, since that's your lucky number is 6. But I don't know. You'll definitely see on your birthday. I promise you that. You'll definitely see on your birthday. But yeah, just know that regardless on whatever situation you're in or whatever, just basically whatever it is, just know that I'm always here. I'm always here. I'm always an option for you. If you need a friend, boyfriend, I guess, husband, I don't fucking know. If you basically whatever you need, I'm here. Basically. I guess that's just know that you have that, which is better than most people, because not many people have that. If I'm being genuine, not many people have somebody that's that's willing to do all that. You know what I mean? Like, it's definitely a rare thing to have. But yeah, I'm always an option. Yeah, I'm always an option. Don't ever, feel down, or don't ever feel down or feel like, bad about anything. Because the fact that I know you. Like, I know from the beginning, and then when we got together, like, I know your past. I know everything that you went through. Like, it's the fact that if we get back together, it'll be different. I promise you that. I promise you that. You won't be, it'll be very different. You won't have to worry about a lot of things. I promise you that. Literally. I pinky promise you that shit. Literally. It will be way, way different. But, yeah, this is already pretty long enough. But just, if shit goes bad, just know that, just just know that I just know if everything goes bad, just know that I always loved you and your son. That I'm sorry for how I treated you. I had a brain fart. I'm sorry, but yeah, that I love you and your son. I apologize for treating you as badly as I did. Thank you for just thank you for everything, literally everything. Like I couldn't have picked a better woman on this planet to show me the same amount of love and care that you showed for me. Genuinely. Like that shit is very rare to come across. But thank you for that. If everything goes good, still the same thing. I love you and your son. I'm sorry for treating you the way I did. And also thank you for everything that you did. And also, if you ever want to get back together, definitely give me a call or shoot me a text. Will it happen? Probably not. But the option will always be there, obviously, until you get married, of course. But even if you get married and it doesn't work and you get divorced, that you can still reach out. If I'm being honest, when you get married, I'll change all my social medias except for I'll change all my social media except for probably like Snap, most likely. Just so then there's at least some way to really get a hold of it in some way. There will always be a way for you to contact me in some way. Genuinely. I'm never gonna shut you out completely. There will always be a way for you to contact me in some way. But yeah, keep living every day. Keep living every day in the most fantastic way possible. Keep that progress going. I'm proud of you in the sense of you're more confident in yourself and everything. But yeah, that's pretty much it. As for the other three OGs that show up in my live that have been here for a big part of this entire journey that I've been going on. Dakota, Hana, and fucking even you, JJay. Y'all have three interesting and unique personalities. Y'all keep shining, all right? Keep shining, because I can only imagine with the uniquity that your personalities are, you're gonna find greatness. Literally, I'm so certain of that. But yeah, I will see y'all. Or at least hopefully I see y'all. I don't really know what is to come these next couple of days and the start of next month. But yeah, I'm hoping everything's good since I'm on a military base. So I'm hoping I should be fine. I say should be, but I don't really know. But yeah, I will definitely see y'all. Peace.